Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another video. Today we've got some more Forza Horizon, the last video of the Forza Horizon weekend, and today we're going to be talking about the weather, the open world, and much more. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to kick the video off with a little interview. I'm going to let the video play, and then I'll come back with my insight and my view on what they talked about. So here's a little clip, and I'll see you in a minute.
Things that is really famous about the Côte d'Azur is the quality of light. I mean, it's been famous for hundreds of years with artists. When we wanted to recreate that, we didn't want to have an artist just giving us an impression of that, choosing a colour from a colour picker. We wanted to go to a really anal level of detail with it and actually model something proper. So what we did was we got one of the rendering engineers to build us a working model of Earth's atmosphere, which sounds crazy, but it works fantastically. So that takes into account phenomenon like Rayleigh scattering, which is actually why the sky is blue. It all comes down to the intensity of the sun and how that's displaced through millions of particles in the atmosphere. But that also gives us red sunsets and the kind of yellow haze you would expect at certain times of the day.
Okay, so there he was talking about the atmospheric system. It's cool to see how it works, I guess. The fact that they've gone to all the detail to build how the world's atmosphere works, that is just mental, I like how they're going to make the world look real and how they're going to, do certain things to the world to enhance it. I love how much detail they're going into the world and how they're making these yellow hazes and how they're doing the sunsets and how the whole world works. It's essentially being a world simulator. That is basically what it is. So it's great to see how they're doing that. So we're going to go into the next clip. I'll see you right after the next clip. Here it is. Enjoy, and I'll be right back afterwards.
And that also ties in directly to our weather. So when a sky becomes slightly grey in a storm, that's all because the amount of particulates in the atmosphere have changed and have ramped up. And that's something we can obviously model. And the way we drive rain is we drive it all consecutively from that piece of information as a starting point. So as the atmosphere becomes more intense and more laden with particulates and moisture, it will get to a point where there's a threshold, and then rain will actually start to fall, and it will start to gather onto the road, onto the car. And again, thanks to the shift of physically based material, all of that stuff works in a really authentic manner. So cracks in the road will fill up with water. All of the car materials will receive the raindrops and look particularly fantastic.
Okay, so there he was talking a bit more about the weather, and again, my mind is blown. Every single raindrop will be simulated through the engine, so you will see every single raindrop on the car. Like everyone's saying, the Xbox One, PS4 have not got enough, well, obviously only the Xbox One in this case, have not got enough power and haven't got enough, resources to make games look this great. But sorry, but you're wrong. This game looks tremendous. It looks like the best thing I've ever seen, and I've got a PC which can run ultra games. It just looks tremendous. The fact that they're going to this again, just the detail they're going to in terms of the weather cycle and just the world generally. Each crack in the road will fill up. That is just mind-boggling. That is mind-boggling. So, okay, we're gonna go watch the last clip now. It's gonna talk a bit about the sound and just things like that. So, yeah, here's the clip, and I'll be right back afterwards. So yeah, enjoy.
Our job as sound designers is to support the visuals, and if we're doing our job right, you actually shouldn't be able to kind of notice the sound in some respects. If something's wrong, somebody might pick up on it, but great sound should support the picture. So at any one time, there's probably 4 or 5 different emitters coming from the car. So engine, exhaust, intake. If there's any special bits on the car, like a turbo or a supercharger, they're playing audio as well. In terms of the environment, there's usually about 20-30 emitters all playing at the same time, simulating the trees, weather, rain, wind, everything from little bugs to tannoys in the distance and music coming from the festival. So one big session that we can build from when we're building audio for the cars. We don't always go for 100% realism, and we want to go for what sounds great for the player. So when we mix bonnet cam to chase cam, we want to both those views be sounding great for all players. Maybe with something like the Huracan where the engine's rear engine, we don't necessarily put all the engine to the back. We want to envelop the player so that when they're playing in that view, it sounds great. There's little tweaks we do, like maybe boost the surfaces slightly in that view, but generally we want every view to sound awesome. and we actually simulate the sound of weather completely differently, whether you're on interior cam or exterior. It's not just a filter that's applied when you're in interior cam. It is completely different sounds that are playing, and it's simulated completely differently, right down to the detail of the windscreen wipers sounding different whether you're inside the car or outside the car.
So again, the level of detail again is just tremendous. You know, I don't know if you guys aren't excited for this game yet. I don't know what I can do. You know, after this weekend's videos and after showing you guys, you know, what Forza Horizon 2 has to offer, I really don't know what else I can show you to get you excited for this game. The level of detail, the gameplay, it's all going to be tremendous. And you know, Playground Games are really doing a really good job. So that is for the Forza Horizon weekend, or the Horizon weekend as we will call it over here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time. And hopefully next time you see me, I'll have an Xbox One. So yeah, peace, and I'll see you later.